Manchester City versus Bratislava preview. We've got to win this game, really, because we drew the first game against Inter Milan in the group. Well, not the group, the sort of league phase, whatever you want to call it. And the games get tougher after this. I think we've got PSG after this at some point. Sporting Lisbon away, Juventus. So we really need to make the most count out of these games like Bratislava, Feyenoord. And I think there's like another team that we should beat comfortably in the group as well. Well, not the group, the league phase. I keep getting confused because this league phase is like so new that you forget about it some of the time. But I think Pep will go with like a sort of, it'll be a mixture of rotation, but a mixture of a strong team at the same time, if that makes any sense whatsoever. I reckon Ederson starts in goal. Centre-backs will be John Stones, Ruben Diaz. And then right-back will be Rico Lewis. And then left-back will be Gavardio. The midfield will be Nunes in the 6. I reckon Phil Foden and Kovacic. And then Grealish, Haaland and Savinho as your front three. And then I think you won't see Bernardo Silva start this game. I don't think Gundogan starts this game because I think those players are sort of out of form quite a bit. Grealish is playing well, so he deserves a start again. I wouldn't start Doku in this either because I don't think he's playing good enough at the moment. I reckon if we're winning like quite convincingly, Haaland will get brought off because we've got Fulham at the weekend, and that's an important game because if we draw 3 league games in a row or fail to win 3 games in a row, that would be a massive disappointment. So, although this game is important, I do sort of think that the Fulham game is more important because your league's your bread and butter, and there's still like, I think, is it like 5 games in the Champions League of this sort of like first bit of the league phase. And it goes on to like January or something like that, like mid-January. So, it's not the be-all and end-all tomorrow, but it would be nice to get the win. I think I don't really know a lot about Bratislava, so I don't really know what kind of score it will be because all I know is that it's their first time that they've been in the Champions League, so they can't be that good. But you can't ever write off anyone that's in the Champions League because if you're in the Champions League, you can't be that bad of a side. And no one that's in the Champions League can ever really be written off, especially when it's away from home, because every game away from home in Europe is tough. So I'm not going to be writing them off, but I do expect City to win this game. I reckon maybe like a 3-0 City victory, and I reckon maybe like a goal for Foden, goal for Jack Grealish, and a goal for Haaland. So 3-0, and I'll be fairly happy with that. Should be a comfortable away win on paper, but you can never write off anyone in Europe. And I think I'm hearing that their fans are quite vocal, so that will make it difficult. So, and we're not playing too well at the moment, so you can't really be too confident because we've drawn like 3 out of the last 4. If I'm right in saying so, I think so anyway. But anyway, have a lovely rest of your Monday, and come on, City.